Greetings and welcome back to the channel. If for the first time you're coming across my channel, please remember to subscribe. Today I have a guest. Rasmali. Just so you know, Rasmali is my daughter. So we're here to talk about a topic that I came across recently. And this topic is called meritocracy. So I wanted to know a bit more about it. So I asked her if she would be able to have a conversation, and she agreed. So, with no further ado, I would like you to explain meritocracy and some of the effects on either black people or people in general. Just in a basic way, yeah.
Okay, well, in as a definition, in sociology, meritocracy is the idea that your efforts, your efforts and your achievements are all part of your own talents, your free will. You basically work hard and prosper, is what meritocracy is. And it provides this idea that anyone is capable of success, anyone is capable of having the life that they dream of if they just work hard enough, and that has got nothing to do with your social class, your race, or your gender, just or how hard you work or how bad you want something.
Right.
The problem with meritocracy, as Parsons, who is he's a functionalist sociologist, but he has this theory called the myth of meritocracy. And this is the idea that meritocracy doesn't actually exist. Marginalized people already know this because, especially within education, which is the secondary socialization you have outside your family, you learn that there will always be drawbacks if you're within a certain group. Women don't often go into STEM, so men are more likely to have those more high-paying jobs. Women more often pushed into BTEC subjects like health and social care, things like that. Black students and other students of colours, if badly behaved, often are labelled.
Right.
And once you're labelled negatively, this can lead to a self-fulfilling prophecy. And because their white counterparts who may be from middle class or higher class social backgrounds are less likely to face this kind of labelling, they're more likely to prosper. Okay. Which kind of defeats this entire idea of meritocracy within education.
So what about meritocracy in political life or political affairs? Like people becomes leaders through this type of policies.
Similarly, it can't exist because you see that a lot of these more powerful people, even if they work hard and get to a certain point, they still have to appease certain people, whether it be their donors, especially if you're a candidate who doesn't come from a wealthy background or from a political background. Okay. You're going to need to find donors and people to fund your campaigns and your fundraisers, which means you're going to have to scratch the backs of people, and this might not often align with your own views. This is why you often see sellouts, especially on the left, people who come from nothing and want to do something good. They get to a certain point and they need money, so they're going to have to kiss a little bit fast,
right? Compromise.
Which means that they might end up selling out their views just to get ahead politically, which again technically is meritocratic, but it forces your hand. So is it really your choice? You know? It's not really your own free will.
I see. I have another question. In terms of meritocracy, how would you think it also affect the so-called black people?
I think meritocracy, I like that question. I think meritocracy, specifically to black people, especially within America, they push this idea of the American dream and meritocracy to make you feel responsible for your shortcomings.
Right.
You are not supposed to find anyone to blame. You're not supposed to say that, oh, but the school system did this to me, or the police system did this to me, and I can't find a job because of this. Because this whole idea of meritocracy is supposed to rely on, self-responsibility. If you made the right decisions, then you would be in a better position.
I see.
And that, because black people tend to be behind socially, whether it be financially,
Yeah.
in terms of healthcare, in terms of, you know, imprisonment rates, it's always going to be a case of it's your fault, you know?
Okay, so in other words, pull yourself up by
By
your
your bootstraps, exactly.
But I believe we don't even have on the boot to pull yourself up in the first place.
Exactly.
So it's a something that we need to probably look at as a people.
Yeah.
And also as a community, and try to avoid falling in the trap, because a lot of us do not know that there is such a thing that exists, and there's such a thing that is affecting us on a wide and scope.
Yeah.
So for me, who is not educated, and there's a lot of people like me, but inspirated, we don't know about these things. We feel the effect, but we don't know the words.
Yeah.
Like they say meritocracy and what it's called. We also, like, I come across also a new word that I was asking you about last night, which is autocracy. And it sounds like the way you explained it last night in terms of like Trump, and not to go off the subject, but I believe it's all related. Oh, he's now acting in an autocratic way, but you saying it is what?
A bureaucracy.
Bureaucracy.
A bureaucracy always tends to lead into autocracy.
Right.
Like, I feel like we've seen this throughout history as well.
Yeah.
So, like post-Tsarist Russia, like communist Russia, early communist, you have this group called the nomenclatura,
Right.
which is a group of the richest people in the country who have so much political influence, and they're rubbing shoulders with politicians, even though they're not really doing anything politically.
Yeah.
They just have the money to influence politics. That's a bureaucracy. The same with Hitler and his right hand man, who was the owner of Porsche. He was helping Porsche sell Porsches the same way you see Trump helping Elon Musk
to sell
Teslas. He turned the lawn of the White House into a showroom.
Make an advert. Yeah, cool. Yeah.
He said he wanted this one in this exact color. He's gonna write him a check. He doesn't want a discount. All of that.
Right.
So these autocracies always come from
that.
Yeah.
So they start to remove structures that keep things in line, so that can become the end result.
Yeah. Although you can have autocracy with less focus on bureaucracy.
Right.
I just always find that bureaucracy means that the autocracy is there.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for your input on this and to clarify certain things.
Nice.
We will definitely come up with another topic where I will phone you up to get your insight on it, and then we could do maybe a Zoom call if you're not near the camera, because you're far away.
Sometimes
or a WhatsApp video call.
Yeah.
So we could discuss these things for, like I said, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And take it from there.
Yeah, sounds good. I enjoy these interviews, so anytime.
Thank you very much for appearing today on my channel.
Thank you for having me.
And I hope you'll become a regular guest.
Yeah, we'll do.
Yeah? So let me say thanks again, and everyone say thank you to my daughter, Rasmali.
Thank you.
And have a wonderful day.
Peace.
Nice. Into the thing. People are not subscribed. Please subscribe. And the subscription